So this is the Safari Park Rallycross zone. This is over the course of the Rallycross seasons and all the other wear and tear on the site. It needed a lot of work. My dad has a construction company, and I have a little bit of experience in the old dozer myself, so we're going to do a little bit of work out here and get it back to right, because it's needing a little bit of a refresher. Zach and Jarf, they've done a lot with a box blade, but after a while the box blade can only do so much, and especially when their tractor got stolen, so that's pretty sad too. So rest in peace, Tractos McSatnav. Gone but not forgotten. Some crackhead or meth head stole it. We're gonna do some work. I'm gonna keep you guys updated on what's going on. Dad's out here doing the thing, and Enzo's he's helping. So this here is all my apprentice marks. Basically trying to do here is just kind of knock down some of the high spots that I knew from our last rallycross we had here. We pushed a big berm up over here. We made a big berm here from cut deep. So I kind of drove the rallycross with the tractor, just kind of hitting the high spots. I'm not great at it, so I didn't want to dig too deep, and I don't want to make giant ruts for Dad to have to come back and fix. So I was just kind of touching it up with what I knew needed to be done. And I created a new cross path down here that we talked about, doing a different transition. That way we'll just use more of the track, because there's a lot of just random like high spots like here and across here. We made a big berm here. This backside is going to be interesting, because this backside we actually want to build up into like a berm. That way we don't have to worry about that too bad. That way the cars aren't dipping down and getting real loosey-goosey and sideways right there, because you don't want to be off camber and going through that high-speed sweeper there. So what I'm going to have me and Dad work on is we're going to push a lot of this fill dirt kind of into this area and hopefully build that up. Hopefully that comes to fruition the way I want it to. Well, we got some pretty good progress going on here. We're just kind of widening up stuff, knocking down high spots, and I think Dad and I got a pretty good plan of what we want to do. I just talked to Zach and Jarf about possibly putting a carousel up here, either in this flat here, or maybe tied in here, or maybe just open up this whole area here. So we'll see. They're on board with it. Carousels are one of my favorite elements in all of Rallycross, because it's such a skill gap maker. Fast guys will be in there nice and tight. They can make a lot of time there. Slow guys, or even people that are just having fun, can really hang out wide. So happy for you having with us one, Enzo. You worked hard yesterday, bud. Enzo, you worked hard yesterday. Yeah, you did. Good job, bud. Well, it's day 2 out here at the old Safari Park Rallycross site, and we've got a lot done. It's starting to look really nice. I did a little bit of time lapse there so you can kind of see what we're doing, but you can see the track coming up to the woods there, and it splits off. There's a Y, so there's 2 different routes we can take, all kinds of crisscrosses. Over there where Dad's at right now, you can kind of see that's kind of where our little carousel area is. It's a little bit more narrow than that light. Of course I want a huge carousel, but I think it's going to work really well for the cars. I think it's going to be nice and tight. I took the Cayenne around there a few times, and it's it's good. It's going to be a good skill gap, but also a good place where people can have fun, just kind of kick it out and do their thing. But yeah, Dad did a few test runs in his truck, his F-250, and he's just having a good time. He turned off the traction control, sliding around. But yeah, we're marching right along here. I'll do a track tour. Maybe I put this on the front bumper of the Cayenne. Well, that's a wrap. We're all done here. The site has been prepped, cleaned up, all the high spots taken out, all the fun stuff added, and we're gonna be ready for Rallycross real soon. So if you like that kind of stuff, stay tuned because I'll be heavily involved in the local Rallycross this year. Last year I was kind of up in the air. I didn't know what my plans were, but now I know what I'm doing. So CRX will be ready real soon. Huge thanks to my dad, huge thanks to Tom, huge thanks to Zach and Jarf, everybody else involved, and also Enzo because he did a whole lot of work for us this weekend. But we'll see you guys real soon.